Welcome to Tales of Elder Names, stories about the origin and meaning of names in the ancient world, from the Bronze Age to the early medieval period. For episode 4, we'll continue the examination of old Bavarian Dithematic names from the Liber Confraternitatum Vetustio, Older Confraternity Book, of the Archabbey of St Peter in Salzburg. Our first look covered 9th century names from page 6 of the typeset edition, produced by the Monumenta Germaniae Historica. The first columns on page 7 are also late 9th century editions, but column 8 lists contemporary bishops and abbots from the late 8th and early 9th centuries. While these are primarily Bavarian names, a few are from the Rhine-Franconian dialect to the west, Old East Franconian, the Alemannic, Swabian dialect to the south, in what is now Switzerland and Alsace, and medieval Latin forms. Beginning with column 4, Wolfkies, apocopic form of Old High German Wolfkisal. Apocopy is the loss of the final syllable of a word. The prototheme is the familiar Old High German Wolf, wolf. The deuterotheme is Old High German Giesel, hostage, pledge. Modern German Geisel, Lombard Giesel, Old English Giesel, Proto-West Germanic and Vandal Giesel, Old Norse Giesel, Proto-Norse Gieselas, Proto-Germanic Gieslas, frequently with anaptixis, vowel insertion. The Germanic word was borrowed from Celtic geistlos, pledge, diplomatic hostage, Old Irish Gial, Brythonic Guistel. In addition to the apocopic form, Giesel appears with metathesis, Giels, and syncope of S, Giel, similar to the Old Irish form. Professor Nicoletta Onesti matched the Lombardic form to Proto-Germanic Geiselas, rod, stick, the diminutive of Geisas, spear, but the morphologies of the forms in the other branches don't fit this derivation. Deotswind. The prototheme is Old High German Deot, nation, people, seen earlier in column 1 of page 6. The deuterotheme is a popular feminine onomastic noun, from Old High German Swind, strong, swift, Old English Sweeth, Proto-West Germanic Swinth, Old Norse Swithr, Swindr, swift, clever, Gothic Swinths, strong, healthy, Proto-Germanic Swinthas. Engelger. The prototheme is Old High German Engel, angle, and the deuterotheme a common element in both positions. Old High German ger, spear, Old English gar, Proto-West Germanic ger, Old Norse ger, Gothic guys, Proto-Germanic geisas, Proto-Indo-European goisos, spear. Cognate terms are Celtic gaisos, or Irish gai, borrowed from Germanic, Sanskrit hershas, missile, Ellenperk. Both elements in this feminine name were seen on page 6. The first, Old High German Erlen, courage, and the second, Perk, berg, fortress, city. Perchtmund. Following the common Old High German Percht, bright, is a new theme. Old High German Mund, West Germanic and Old Norse Mund, Proto-Germanic Mundus, a masculine onomastic variant of feminine mundo, hand, the meaning extended from idiomatic use to security, protection, guard. Perchteri, a spelling variation of Perchteri from page 6. Next are several new combinations of themes that first appeared on page 6. Wolfhelm, a new combination of two popular themes, Old High German Wolf and Helm. Ratbert, Old High German Rat, advice, counsel, and Percht, bright. Column 5 begins with new combinations of earlier themes. Rodoi, Old High German Rod, fame, renown, and we, holy. The regular form Rodwi appears on page 40. Engelpero, the demonym, Old High German Engel, and the totemic Bero, pero, bear. Snellhardt, a variant with anaptixis, an intrusive vowel, as in borough for burr, of Snellhardt, Old English Snellhard. The proto-theme is West Germanic snell, quick, in Old Norse snjalr, mentally quick, excellent. Gothic snils, Proto-Germanic snellas, unique to Germanic. The second theme here is Old High German hart, hard, Old English herod, Proto-West Germanic hard, hard, hardy, brave. Old Norse harthr, Gothic hardus, Proto-Germanic hardus, possibly from Proto-Indo-European cortus, strong. Cognate with Greek kartos, Attic kratos, might, strength, and the onomastic krates, Sanskrit kratu, mental power, Old Persian khratu, by analogy with swinthas, possibly also cognate with chradas, chrathas, swift, quick, Old High German chrat, chrad, from the 9th century primarily rad, Old English chrad, chrath, Proto-West Germanic chrad, chrath, Old Norse chrathr. Hiltiswint, another combination of two popular feminine themes, Old High German hilt, battle, and swind, strong, swift. Old English hildeswith, wellerat. The proto-theme is Old High German wella, from the mid-9th century walla, well, wealth, well-being. Old English wella, wala, Proto-Germanic wello, the weak declension of wellas, well, good, in compounds. Proto-Indo-European welhos, with initial W causing rounding of E to O. Modern German wohl, good, wealth, wellness, combines the senses of the noun with strong A declension. Cognate with Sanskrit wara, choice, select. Proto-Indo-European wolhos. Old High German willo. Proto-Germanic willio, will, wish, desire. Old High German wala, Old Norse wal, Proto-Germanic wala, choice, election. From Proto-Indo-European welch, choose. Proto-Slavic wola, will, The second theme is Old High German Rat, advice, counsel. Gunther, the regular Old Bavarian version of Gunther. The proto-theme is Old High German Gund, war, and the deuterotheme Heri, army, Old English Guthere. Engelho. The first theme is the familiar Old High German Engel, angle, while the second is Ho, before the early 9th century Hau, Old English Herr, high, exalted, Proto-West Germanic Hau, Old Norse Har, Gothic Haus, Proto-Germanic Hauhas, Proto-Indo-European Kaukos. Column 6 begins with some uncertain entries, and the only clear dithematic name is Wohltat, another combination of two recurring themes, Old High German Walt, rule, authority, ruler, and Hart, hard. Column 7 is also short, with only a few new names. From the top we have Wolfpert, an alternate form of Wolfpercht, Old High German Wolf and Percht, bright. Engelart, another name with syncope of medial H. The more common form is Engelhart, Old High German Engel, angle, with Old High German Hart, hard. Gerwi, a new feminine name with familiar themes, Old High German Ger, spear, and Wie, holy. Engelpirren, the feminine form of Engelperro, combining Old High German Engel, angle, and Pirrin, birren, the feminine form of Old High German Perro, bear, Old English Birren, Proto-West Germanic Birne, Proto-Germanic Birne, she-bear, from Berro and feminine suffix ini. The equivalent Old Norse form Berna was formed as if from Bernus, with feminine suffix io. Paldakar, two common themes. The first is Old High German Pald, bald, bold, in the Bavarian oblique form Palda, balda, in other dialects. The second in this context is the variant of Old High German Ger, spear. Kerod, the devoiced version of Old High German Ger, spear, returns as the proto-theme in this name, with Old High German Rod, fame, renown, after 9th century aphoresis of H before voiced consonants, L, R, and W, but before standardization of the Uo form. Kundakar, the proto-theme is Old High German Gunda, the O-declension variant of the regular Gund, war, and the deuterotheme, once again, Old High German Ger, spear. Wolfhart, the first here is Old High German Wolf, wolf, and the second Old High German Hart, hard. Column 8 begins with a list of contemporary bishops and abbots from Salzburg and connected monasteries and cathedrals, the first from the late 8th century, but the majority from around 820 CE. The first three dithematic names here are Latinized forms, with masculine second declension. Hiltebertus, listed as a deacon. The normal Old Bavarian form would be Hiltepercht, with the oblique form of the familiar Old High German Hilt, battle, fight, and Percht, Bercht, bright. Beatricus, the abbot of Schutten Abbey in Baden. The proto-theme is Old High German Bercht, bright, and the deuterotheme is Old High German Reich, ruler, king. The same Latinized form is used for the contemporary king of Wessex, Old English Beorhtric. Heradus, equivalent to Old High German Herat, the syncopated form of Herirat, from Heri, army, and Rat, advice, counsel. Adelhram, the early 9th century Archbishop of Salzburg, in Latin form Adelramus. The proto-theme is Old High German Adel, noble. The deuterotheme is the common Old High German Chram, Chraban, raven, Old English Grafen, Proto-West Germanic Graven, Old Norse Grafen, Gramn, Proto-Norse Hrabanas, Proto-Germanic Hravnas. Pronunciation of the consonant clusters bn, vn, fn was frequently resolved by either anaptixis, Hraban, Hrabanas, Raven, or fusion of the bilabial labiodental with the following nasal into the bilabial nasal m. Regular aphoresis of the H in Hram occurred during the abbot's lifetime, and the form Adelhram appears later in the text. Audke, an archbishop, probably Otkar of Mainz. The first theme is an early Bavarian variant spelling of Old High German Ort, wealth, property. The second, Old High German Ger, spear. Paturik, the Old Bavarian form of Franconian Baturik, the Bishop of Regensburg, who had trained at Fulda in Hesse. The proto-theme is Old High German Batu, war, Old English Badu, Proto-West Germanic Badu, Old Norse Both, Gothic Badus, Proto-Germanic Badwo, the feminine equivalent of Celtic Bodwas, battle, crow. The second theme is the common Old High German Rik, king, ruler. Rathold, possibly an Italian bishop. In this case, the proto-theme is probably Old High German Rat, advice, counsel, and the deuterotheme Old High German Walt, rule, authority. Since aphoresis of initial H had already begun by the early 9th century, it's possible this is a variant of Hrathold, and the first element was originally Old High German Hrat, quick. Equally, the second element could be Old High German Holt, hold, loyal, gracious, Old English hold, Proto-West Germanic Holth, West Old Norse Holth, East Old Norse Hulda, Gothic Hulth, gracious, kind, Proto-Germanic Hulthas, inclined, favourable. However, syncope of H before vowels in compounds usually occurs later, and contemporary Latinized forms favour Aldus over Oldus. Regenheri, the Bishop of Passau. The proto-theme is Old High German Regen, might, power. The second theme is the common Old High German Heri, army. Odelskalch, an unidentified bishop. In this case, the proto-theme is Old High German Odel, Uodel, homeland, inheritance. Old English Ethel, Oethel, Proto-West Germanic Oethel, Old Norse Oethal, Proto-Germanic Oethela, an ablaut variant of Arthela, family, nature, and so cognate with Old High German Adel, noble. The deuterotheme is Old High German Skalch, servant, Old English Skalk, Proto-West Germanic Skalk, Old Norse Skalker, Gothic Skalks, Proto-Germanic Skalkas. Autoka, an otherwise undocumented assistant bishop. This name is an unusual variant of Otoka, combining the Old High German proto-theme Ort, wealth, property, and a deuterotheme based on Old High German Waka, vigilant, alert, German Waker, Old English Wakor, Proto-West Germanic Waker, Old Norse Waker, Proto-Norse Wakrach, Proto-Germanic Wakras, awake, alert, from Wakana, to wake, arouse, with syncope of W in compounds, as in Olf for wolf, Alt for Wald, etc. Sigihart, a new name combining two familiar themes, Old High German Sigi, victory, and Hart, hard. Gosbald, the Bavarian spelling of Gosbald, abbot of Niederalteich, and co-bishop of Passau. Again, two familiar themes, Old High German Gos, gate, and Bald, bold. Theodke, an adaptation of Theodke, first abbot of Heriden in East Franconia. The first element is the equivalent of Old High German dert, nation, people. The second is ger, spear. Isker, the abbot of Ilmunster. On the surface, the proto-theme appears to be West Germanic is, ice, Old Norse is, Proto-Germanic isa, but is probably a syncopated form of Old High German isarn, iron, a result of the trisyllabic reduction of isanka. The deuterotheme is ger, spear. Sigimut. The first theme is the now familiar Old High German Sigi, victory. The second is Old High German Mut, mind, feeling, courage. German Mut, English mood. West Germanic Mod. Old Norse Motor. Gothic Mods. Proto-Germanic Modas. Sigiwalch, the more common form of Siguwalch, from page 6, combining Old High German Sigi, victory, and Walch, Roman, Celt. The final dithematic names from page 7 that can be read with certainty are Richard, modern Richard. The proto-theme is the familiar Old High German Rich, ruler, king, and the deuterotheme hart, hard. Heripercht, modern Herbert. The first theme, Old High German Heri, army, and the second, Percht, Bercht, bright. In the remaining 42 pages, there will be more recurring names and themes, but also an increasing density of names, and future episodes will cover more names, if not more pages. Resources and further information relating to this episode are in the description. Please add your questions and observations in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell to be notified of the next video.